Hey, good morning, fellas. We are just sitting here having coffee. Everybody's getting ready for the morning, and I thought I would take a chance to show you a couple of baseball cards. So, my nice old Astros cup is always good and faithful here to keep my coffee warm. So, I want to talk to you guys about a player that, when I started getting back into sports cards, I started talking to my dad a lot about who were players that he remembered, who were players that had an impact on him. My dad's a huge baseball fan. He's been to games from the Colt 45s all the way through the Houston Astros. And so baseball was a part of life, watching it growing up, listening to it over the radio or going to the Astrodome for games. And one of the players he told me about is a guy who he saw at a Colt 45s game. And that same player is the Pirate who shocked the world in 1960. In fact, in 1960, he ended the World Series by hitting the go-ahead home run in the bottom of the ninth, with the series tied 3-3. Game 7, of course, but hit the go-ahead home run. It was the first time the World Series ended that way. In fact, the World Series has only ended twice with the go-ahead home run. 33 years later, it happened with the Blue Jays. So today we're going to talk about him. We're going to look at some cards. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, did you guess it? Well, I don't have his rookie card, but the player is Bill Mazeroski. His rookie card is a 1957 Topps. It is on my to get list, but I don't have it yet. So the 1958 card, which is one of my favorite cards as well, will have to do. This one is autographed, slabbed in a PSA slab. And yeah, I love the 50s cards, so they're just gorgeous. Bill Mazeroski started his career, I believe, at 19 years old was when he first came into the league, and he had just over 2,000 hits during that time frame, those 17 years. His WAR ended up being, I think it was 36.5, so it was actually a really low WAR. Hundred and 38 home runs. But when you shocked the world in 1960 over the Yankees, and you think about that team back then, it's pretty amazing. I'm gonna have to unwrap this one, and I apologize if you can hear the noise, but this is his 1959 card. And here, if you can read that, it says, Bill hunts during the off season. I don't know if they'd put that on cards anymore. From here in Ohio, though I don't know where Barberton is. But a pretty amazing player. Let's see if we can. Need to get some stands right there, don't I? So Bill Mazeroski. I'll tell you guys a quick story about my dad growing up, just because it was one of those stories that made me want to get a card or start collecting his cards. I will say, I talked a little bit about his 57 rookie card. These are a 50, 58, and 59, obviously. But I'd also like to get the 1960 card. I like the cards that have significant years behind them. And 1961 Topps came out with a World Series card as well that talks about, Bill hitting that that famous World Series winning card. And then I also would like to get his 1972 card. I like to have that rookie card and that last year they played card. I think things like that are cool for closing out a career. But all right, let me tell you guys the story real quick, and we'll close this video out. All right, guys. So those are the Mazeroski cards. I hope you enjoyed them. Just to tell you the story, my dad was at an old Colt 45s game, and the dugout was in a different location than where the uh, players' locker room was at. And they saw he and a friend. I think it was after the game. He had said they saw Bill Mazeroski out in front of the locker room, and they wanted to go talk to him, but they never did. And the thing I loved about the story was when my dad was talking to me about it, he wasn't sitting at the table with me in Ohio. It was almost like you could see that he was that kid again. He was there. Some of the things, right, that we all love about the nostalgic of our childhood, and we got to see that. So a couple of other things about Bill. I'm pretty sure he has the lowest wins above replacement of any second baseman in the Hall of Fame. Even though he's a 10-time All-Star, even though he's a 8-time Gold Glover, his WAR is only 36.5, and that's over 17 seasons. And yet, he still made the Hall of Fame. When he hit the home run, he smacked it and he said, the home run took a while to sink in because all I could think about was, we beat the Yankees. We beat the Yankees. And if you have a chance, I'd recommend at least going and seeing that last at bat at that game. It was a 9-9 game, bottom of the ninth. He comes up. He just wants to make hard contact. He hits the ball, and it just sails. And so, and he talks about by the time he hit second, he realized, because the crowd had gotten so amped up, that he had done something special. They also said that Mickey Mantle wept at it. So you have, just a whole bunch of interesting things. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed 2 cards today. Fairly quick video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.